All right.
I'm going for the eyebrows again.
Nice. Okay.
That's good. Um, so I forget. I honestly don't even remember what we used to call this show. We haven't done one in so long. It was like, let's talk about guitars or guitar
Oh, I
talk.
think on the last one we talked about what to call it too, and
Yeah. Do
then
you
we,
even
we
remember? I don't remember at all.
I don't know.
I'll have to look. Now that this is like a lot of preparation went into this, obviously. Because now that I got it, now that it's rolling and recording, I'm realizing that. But there aren't that many videos on this channel. It's so I'm putting it on the Getcha Some Guitar
Hmm?
channel,
Very cool.
and the Getcha Some Guitar channel, Guitar Show and Tell.
That was the one. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Because then we could show and tell.
That was
You know
good.
the
There was
last
nostalgia value there.
Guitar Show and Tell. Okay, so
I like it.
um, this is going to be the Guitar Show and Tell episode. Who knows what? Actually, I can say episode three.
I think for us it's three, right?
The last episode,
Oh
the
my
last
lord.
um, the last one was 2 years ago.
God, is it that long? Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah.
I take full responsibility for that. All
So do I.
right.
So I'm
My
Keith
God.
and you're Shawn,
I am.
and we're going to be showing and telling about our guitars today. So you want to go first? Do you have the
Sure.
specs of that thing, that bad boy?
Not handy, but I remember what they were. So it's
Yeah.
this is a Kiesel Ultra V in Rainbow Sparkle, which is fun.
Can you like go like this? Go like
Oh yeah, we have to like to see. Oh
like
yeah, to
this.
see put it close to see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
like
Oh man, it's
the
so
sparkly button.
cool.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
what the F,
It
man?
has the yeah, and the right light, and depending on the way the light hits it, it has this cool like sort of looks like a galaxy type thing,
Yes.
which is really neat. Um, so yeah, it's alder body, the rainbow sparkle paint over it, flame maple fingerboard with their cool like crescent inlay dealy, just
Oh, I
maple
can
match.
see the flames now. Actually, so hold the guitar up
Oh
to the
yeah,
camera again, because I
there we
want to see
go.
those flames. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Oh, there we go. And
Yeah.
then
Ooh, and I like the inlay too.
yeah, I really enjoy the crescent inlay. Oddly enough, so I love the way the crescent inlay looks in the middle there. Oddly enough, like because the middle of the crescent here like is the 12th fret, and I'm so
Yeah.
used to seeing like the double dot that like the longer part of the moon on the bottom like feels like the double dot of an. So every now and then when I'm going for the 12th fret, I'll hit the 13th instead. And it took a little more like I wind up having to like make sure I'm looking at side dots instead of looking at the top because then like
Mm.
my eyes see like long thing. And I think, oh, that must be 12. Like, but it looks really cool. It's worth getting and adjusting to.
Yeah, I could see what you mean by that because it's sort of like it
It looks like the
actually.
bottom is where the emphasis should be, right? But it's
That's where I would want to put the 12th fret is on
yeah
that long bit, but I think it would be too close to that other dot.
yeah. Then this would yeah the top of the moon
Yeah.
would start to like grab against the ninth and all, but so,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all good times.
That's cool.
Uh, it's been great. I always wanted a V. Like I've never owned a V guitar before, and then like when they
Yeah.
put out the Rainbow Sparkle option a few years ago for it, it was just like, yeah, this is what I got to do because Rainbow
Yeah.
Sparkles. Cool. So,
When did you buy that one?
Kiesel, couple years ago, I want to say, God, 22, 23.
Mm.
Possibly, latest would possibly be 24. I think it was 23.
Dude, you have a ton. Are all your guitars Kiesel?
All my electrics are Kiesel. The have acoustics are different over there, and then the basses are a little more random. Basses are Ibanez.
What
My electrics I've been stuck on Kiesel for ever. Like I'm just that's my jam.
what's so great about Kiesel?
So there's I like the customization. In fact, I like that I can sort of that their tagline now is I think like design your own custom guitar, and that's sort of what it always sort of feels like for me. I feel like I can like make the guitars I've always wanted, like with the specs I've always wanted, whether
Yeah,
for like fashiony one, for like one that looks more like a Telly or a Strat, or one that's like a little more
yeah,
exotic shapes and things like that. Um, they there's an emotional component, there's a feel component to them. Like every guitar I've ever had made from that, so it just feels right. It feels like home when I'm playing it. So it
yeah.
makes me feel better, play better, the whole thing. So,
Do you get every neck is all you always get the same radius neck and stuff like that?
the radius I flip a little bit. So for one of the like the Telly styles, there's like a 10-inch radius.
Oh,
Most have a 14. I think that this is either a 14 or a 20. So it'll either be the 10 for the retro,
yeah.
14 generally, or 20 for some of the I think for some of the headless, and I think with some of these have a 20 also.
Really,
Always jumbo
20 is really
frets.
flat.
Yeah.
You
Always
always do
jumbo
jumbo?
frets. Yeah. And the neck and fingerboard I change often. Like some are maple, some are walnut, some are 5 piece. The fretboard, other than rosewood, I'm like pretty flexible on fretboard. So some are
What don't you
maple,
like
some are.
about rosewood?
I'm not sure. I want to say it's that it feels too soft. It doesn't make a lot of sense because you're not sort of like I know that can't be right because you're not sort of like you're not squeezing the wood when you're playing on there. I'm not quite sure. My maple fingerboard has like always feel like a little snappier. The ebony ones sort of feel smoother.
Yeah,
Zebrawood and flame maple have a look that I really like. And this was just sort of like on the side of it. So it
yeah.
might just be, I don't have a great reason why. So,
Does your telly well, since you bought this guitar, does it make you play like a certain way?
uh, I do a little bit. Yeah, the
Play more chuggy shit, or do you try to play like, what's the dude from Ozzy's band that played the V?
oh, Zach Wild was awesome. That would be
Oh yeah,
great.
and before him was Randy Rhoads.
Yeah, I need to do a whole lot more harmonics and stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know what you'd play on a V. I mean, Hendrix played a V, technically,
yeah, no,
but
you do some good Zach Wild Nazi stuff on it. But no,
yeah.
it's Dave Mustaine plays a V in some of his things too
Oh
from maybe
yeah, Dave Mustaine. That's right, he
I think
does. Yeah,
that's probably like the like attachment in my head to most of it. But yeah, so I do sort of have a feel like I play a lot of different styles of music and stuff like that, but this one feels like more of a something you play heavier, more progressive stuff on. And I don't think I'd be playing a lot of like jazz ballads on like a Rainbow Sparkle V. That would just, it'd sound great, it'd sound, but it'd be a little strange. So,
yeah.
others, I have this drop tune too, so that'll be a little weird. But
Oh, you have it.
I
Well,
take that back. It's kind of silverjack kind of.
do you play? Wait, so are all your guitars six string? Do you have any seven strings?
No six string. So all six string now. Two of them are six string multi scales that are tuned like as a baritone.
Oh,
Uh, I had a couple of
what is
seven
it? How is
string.
it baritone tuned?
To B standard instead of E standard. So it's
B standard.
B E A D G B. Yeah, B
Wow.
E A D F sharp B. B. That's it. Yeah. There we go.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Basically, I've owned a couple of seven strings and like an eight string or so over the years. I never bond with them as much as I like think I will.
Yeah.
Um, and I wound up figuring out that like a multi-scale that's just tuned down to B, or that you drop A or something like that, gets me like the sound that I want for that kind of lower music without feeling like I have to like get new muscle memory or like use different um, it doesn't feel as like comfortable that way. So
Yeah. So what do you buy when you do the? Oh, I'd like to see the multi scale. I've never played a multi
oh
scale.
yeah, yep. Hold on a second. Let's see.
And also do well. And also the
Two. Hold on a second. Let's do. see what the black and white of the this one's probably the prettier one for here. Let's try that. Okay. So this is it's a multi-scale 6-string Vader model. They have a regular Vader that looks like this, but it's not as slanted.
Yeah.
Fishman pickups in this one.
Hold it all the way up.
Yep, one second here. So there's a quilt maple action going on there. It's a
Yes,
little more
nice.
subtle because of the type of finish on it there.
Yeah.
I think we went with rich light for the fretboard for this. And
What
then
is rich light?
it's like an artificial wood. Is it? So it's like an artificial wood they put on. That's like perfect black basically. They have a bunch of different sort of colors for it. There's a rich light black and I forget what they call their maple colored one.
Huh.
But it winds up being really it's you get a uniform color without streaks if that's what you're looking for, and
Yeah.
it feels nice and smooth and stuff like that. So I just have not tuned this one in a while. So there's one sec here. We'll do that on the fly with this. Oh, good.
It's
Retaining
funny.
tune for all this time. Very nice.
I have never played a multi-scale guitar. Do you find that it plays like? Do you find that you have to get used to the way it plays, or you just sort of?
So I expected the answer to that to be yes. I expected that was going to be like, oh, I'm going to have to wind up doing this weird stretchy thing, and like
Yeah.
maybe things will be diagonal, or like I'll wind up missing a fret or something like that. So and I was like, yes, sweetie. No.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, this is my friend Keith. Cool. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
It is ducks.
Yeah,
Ducks.
ducks. I love
Cool.
ducks.
Ducks are cool.
Ducks.
Maybe we've got ducks.
Yeah, ducks.
Right.
I like ducks
Can I
too.
catch you after this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
There you go. Oh, Ash, can you close the door?
I know, I figured that out as soon as I...
Oh, there we go. One kid got the memo.
That's amazing.
What we're so yeah, I thought it was going to be a weird adjustment. It wound up being like super comfortable. So the on the 6 string, it's only from like 25 and a half on one side to 26 and a half on the other side. So the stretches and it's only like really an inch difference. So it's not as drastic as like your 27 to 30 or something like that. So you wind up seeing a little difference for like if you were doing bar chords way up here, or you're trying to do like some stretch thing. But it winds up sort of being really comfortable and sort of following the shape that you would normally twist your hand anyway. When it gets down here, they slant a direction there. So it winds up actually feeling more organic that way.
Yeah. I think that's the whole idea, right? It's like ergonomic.
Yeah. So.
Right. Cool. Are you playing something? You know what's funny?
Oh, maybe just like the noise filter, like cancel it out. That's fun.
But I have let me make sure I have it turned on. Original sound for musicians is turned on. Do you have to turn it on too?
I might have like the noise canceling whatever the heck on. Where is that? It's in one of these. It should be in audio, you would think,
yeah, it
right?
should be you would think it's in audio. And actually, let me just click audio. Hold on.
Oh, it sounds test speaker, spatial now. Yeah, that should be a thing in here.
Audio settings, maybe?
Settings, maybe no. Test bands, alternate. Very weird. I wonder when that would happen. Now that's statistic. Jesus Christ, this is a huge ass menu out here.
Testing
Always surprised at how many options.
1, 2.
Yep, I hear you okay. There we go.
Yeah, what about... And...
Yep, that sounds fine. Oh, there, fine. Sounds awesome, man. Is there spatial? We're gonna microphone thing here. Just input volume, fine.
I don't know if maybe it's well. Actually, it's funny. It's not. I don't see it in the audio settings, but I do see it in the top right hand corner, it says original sound for musicians, and it's just a toggle in the
No
top right.
kidding.
You don't see it. Maybe
No,
since I'm
no.
hosting, I only have control of it. I have it turned on, but it feels like
That's
every
so
time you
cool.
try to play something, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It sort of blocks it. Yeah, it's blocking the sound.
Well, that's really bizarre. I don't know why that's happening.
But you hear me, right?
Yep, here you're fine.
Who
Totally.
knows? Um,
Uh, it might be like the microphone thing if I switch to like my audio interface or something.
Maybe.
It might get a little wacky. I don't know if you'll hear me if I do that. Let's try that. No. Maybe that way. What the?
Who knows? Is it turned? Are you turned up real loud?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm trying to a little louder than my voice for sure. It's really bizarre.
Okay.
Nothing? No.
Well, it's coming through, but it's like it really does feel like it's gated to me.
What could that be? That's very weird. Feels like a jack of the volume a ton. Let's see if that.
I can hear it, but it's just very gated sounding. Huh. But
Oh yeah.
when you what's
Oh,
that?
I just got the pop-up. Set up professional audio and audio setting. Well, well, that's what I'm here to do. I'm trying here. Oh, live performance audio. What is that?
Do that, yeah. What's that?
That might do it. Oh, I hear you better that way now, actually. There is also original sound for musicians,
That's what you want. Original sound for musicians.
not live performance audio. Okay. Echo cancellation, stereo. Holy cow. Okay. Let's try this.
Do you have
Okay.
original sound for musicians turned on?
Yep. All right, let's try the live performance one. See if that does. There. Let's turn that down a bit. One more time.
That sounds like it's coming through cleaner now.
Oh, in this? Yes.
Cleaner,
Or
but for some reason it still sounds gated. I'm not sure
all
why
right.
it would still sound gated.
Better for something like this. Is it? Does that work better?
The first one was better.
First one. What the fuck? That is crazy. So I can turn up input volume a little more, maybe. See if that does it. Oh, there's an automatically adjust microphone volume. That's what might be doing it. All right, let me try that. See if I just jack that up a little more. Success?
It's better. It's better, but it still sounds gated.
Could that be then? That's really frustrating.
Hmm.
Huh.
Well, that's okay. We're just
All right.
talking about guitars anyway. I'm actually curious. So, do you get all the same pickups on all your guitars too?
No. So I have there's a set of Kiesel pickups that I like best. There's just recently, at least, there's
Yeah.
an it's called the Empyrean for the neck, and the old like M12 uh, for the bridge. It's a little more sort of like old style. It's like I guess it's like a modern metal plus older metal type sound for it.
Oh
So
yeah.
I have a few guitars with that. Some with the default lithium, some with the like more PAF style
What is
preludes.
lithium? They actually
Lithium
use the
pickups.
lithium in the construction, like the actual metal,
Oddly,
the
no.
the rare.
Did-
It's just called lithium.
couple of people asked that. It was just like, well, what do
Yeah.
you know? And the response, I think, at one point was, well, the PRS Silver Sky, is it made with pieces of the sky? So, we don't have pieces of lithium in our things either.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's
all right, it's fair, I
okay.
guess. Sure. Uh, the lithiums are their default humbuckers that tend to be a little brighter and like super articulate.
Oh,
Berylliums are the more like I guess more like retro style, a little more like a PAF set.
okay.
They have single coil versions of each of these.
Oh,
And I have between the different guitars, I've got sort of different sets in each. These have these are Fluence. These are Fishman Fluence actives in this one.
oh.
So they're a little different.
What kind of music do you play on all those guitars? Do you like pick up a particular guitar and play metal, and then pick up another guitar and play jazz, and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, so I migrate a lot. I like to sort of blend styles and stuff like that. So I'll have I'll have like a chuggy song that also has like minor 11ths and major 13ths in it
Yeah,
because I like the weird combo.
yeah.
But yeah, so for like a song I'm writing for my daughter that's like cleaner, like a cleaner sound has like more like jazzier chords. I'll probably use like the single coils or something for that. Um, for a heavier song that's more of like a modern metal thing, that's something that my son likes. I'll usually use something like this or with the favorite pickup set that I like. And yeah, so they can each do each thing, but the different pickup sets and different specs do different things better. So,
So, are you making a Are you writing? So you're writing music?
yeah, this is one of these things where like I guess I'm perpetually writing,
Yeah,
but not actually finishing the things,
yeah,
which is very frustrating. Like I feel like I've had like a set of things that I've been noodling on for a while. A piece of this. I don't know what I'm going to grow this into. I'm at a point now where I'm recording a few songs that I've got pretty set that I'm going to actually record because I just sort of like set out a project for myself. So, all right, I'm going to write a song for my son, or a song for my daughter, and then a song for me, and that's going to be like my thing for the year.
cool,
Um, so
nice. Yeah, did
uh,
you? So just in case people watch this video, um, Shawn and I have been friends since high school, but we were out of touch for a really long time since the pandemic. But we graduated high school in the late '90s,
yeah.
um, and so it's 2025 now. We're recording this, and so we played some music in high school. I'm not sure if we ever played together, but we were
I'm not
in.
sure if it's together.
Yeah, but I remember we played the same concerts. There was a lot of organized concerts, and we would play together. And then we were out of touch for a long time. And then we got back in touch. And I think it's fun to just do these videos. Like we can just catch up. But it's cool that you're writing because I didn't realize that you wrote music
Mhm.
or maybe so. And do you have like a record or at all, or do you have a bunch of like you said you had a bunch of songs like half finished or maybe 75% finished or
No, it's yeah. I never put out like an album or anything like that.
yeah
I've recorded little, home recording things and stuff like
yeah
that. So I've got little, things here and there, but then nothing pro or anything like that.
yeah
I think I've relegated the music side of me to a hobby a while ago.
yeah
Um, uh, but I'm trying to actively make more time for it now because I feel like the more I invest in this side of myself, like the happier the rest of me is. So.
yeah. I agree. I think so. I have a record. I have two. Well, I had a band that broke up in 2009. We had a bunch of records, um, a couple of which could be considered professional. Um, they were they were produced in professional studios. There was money um, allocated toward them. And then I did and then I quit that band, and I started my own band around the same time, and we recorded our first and only album, which was released in 2012. We also played a concert, which we recorded, which we released a live version of. This band is called The Handshake. So
That's one.
the handshake.band is the website, and the stream. It's all in all the streaming whatever. But we released the live. We released a live version of the album basically
Mhm.
in 2022 on the 10th anniversary of the release of the original album.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's two records available for the handshake, but I am now, so like you, in all this time I haven't really been writing and recording, but I actually have started writing. I've actually also been like you, writing sort of stuff
Mhm.
over the years, but never finishing anything, and certainly not recording a lot. But I did just decide in the past couple of months to
Mhm.
start recording, and I went into the studio and recorded the first single, and it's finished.
Hmm.
I'm just waiting for the artwork
That's awesome.
to be put together.
Are you
The
able to
same.
share like a name and description and stuff, or is that like, or do you pause that for release day?
Well, the name of the album, well, it's going to be the handshake again, and the name of the album is probably going to be called Sanctum.
Mhm.
And the artwork is really cool. It's a friend of mine who did the original artwork, but it's like this. It's sort of like a mahogany, old school sort of like reading room, but it's
Hmm.
underwater. So the ceiling is
Ooh.
actually, so it's like in a. It's almost like the room itself is surrounded by, is like the room itself is underwater. So
Mhm.
you can see the ceiling is a glass ceiling with like water and fish and like animals, and then there's light streaming through the room that's coming through the water. There's a door in the back of the room where you can see also water, and there's a cliff in there, so it's as if this room was built underwater into a cliff. And then there's some windows on each side where the same sort of like water dappled light is sort of like streaming into the room. But the artist and I both looked at this art. He's made a lot of art, and I like this particular picture the most. And he and I both just talked about it, and we were like, this is like a room where I feel like I would just be safe. Like this is the type of room I would like to hang
Hmm.
out in, and so that's why I think I'm going to call it Sanctum.
That's awesome.
The first song on the album is going to be called. Well, I don't know the order of the songs, but the first single is going to be called Hope,
Mhm.
and it's kind of like a very standard, simple, sort of like '60s style rock balladish type of tune.
Nice.
Very much like a Pink Floyd or um, maybe like Tom Petty or something. I don't know. Uh, the artist, his wife said it sounds like Flaming Lips.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's anybody could know for sure, but people seem to like the song.
Mhm.
But so it'll be out, and I'll send maybe
That's amazing.
the next time we talk like this, I'll have it. It'll be
There we
released, and I
go.
can share an actual link to it.
There we go.
I don't know, but I'm super psyched, and I actually did start. So the first single is recorded. The second single is called 1989,
Mhm.
and it's influenced by. It's lyrically it was inspired by the song 1979 by
Special song, or?
Smashing Pumpkins, but it sounds like a cross between Foxy Lady.
Hmm.
It's like Foxy Lady, but with extra chords, I guess.
Very cool.
Um, but it's
And it having no relation to the Taylor Swift album. That's
and I like calling it 1989 because to me, like I obviously, so what's his name is older than we are, Billy
Mhm.
Corgan.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was born in 1978, so 1979 doesn't resonate with me. But
Right.
1989, I was 11, and
Yep.
I was more, sentient, and I had more life experience, and it was a
Mhm.
more of a year that resonated. Plus,
Huh.
so the first lyric in that song is 19. So his lyric is "Shakedown 1979, cool kids never have the time,"
Hmm.
right? And mine is Shakedown 1989, cool kids drink the cyanide. So
It's,
I don't know, man.
it
It's just fun.
takes a bit of a hard left turn from
Yeah, I'm a little bit. It's a dark. The album's a little dark. I think it might be a little dark. but I
Dark can be
don't.
good, man. Those are
I'm
the
a yeah. I'm generally a happy person, so I think maybe the music is like my outlet where I can sort of get that out of my system.
I'm the same way. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy, like enjoying sort of like my life and family and work and stuff like that. But the kind of music that always like resonates most with me is the stuff that hurts like a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
or that like brings up like a really rough emotion or something, or has like a really powerful memory tied to it or something.
Yeah.
Um, and that's I feel like that's weird to explain to other people. Maybe like weird to explain to like non-musicians, but like yeah, the stuff that makes me feel the best is
Yeah.
playing the stuff that talks about the stuff that feels the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. I played the song for I played this most recent the new single for a friend of mine. And she's like, why don't you? She's like, this is not you. You're so happy. Why are it's like I don't know why. I just yeah, maybe that's why I'm so happy because I get it out of my system.
Well, and every song doesn't have to be. I feel like I've had to explain this to folks too. That like not every song has to be autobiographical too. The lyrics can be about you or about a thing you're thinking about or about somebody else.
Oh yeah.
It's just um, that said, it is kind of funny to write a song like that, and then if someone come up to you and be like, "Are you okay?
Basically yes.
you
Basically
okay?"
yes.
Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think
Yeah.
I'm more concerned that you think the song is good, but I'm fine, thank
But I'm okay.
you.
Right.
So tell me about the guitar you got there.
Yeah,
I've seen you play this one before. It is very cool looking.
yeah, so this is a kind of like a famous guitar in the if you're into Fish, the band Fish, that well, I know you're I
I know.
assume you're not. I don't think you are, but if one is, this would be a famous sort of guitar because this is a copy of Trey Anastasio's signature guitar, of which he has many, but they're all basically the same shape.
Huh.
Um, it's Paul Languedoc who makes these like basically very very high end carved, basically like miniature jazz guitars.
Hmm.
They're longer scale, so they're like Strats, but the bodies themselves are carved archtop guitars in a Strat sort of, or in a Strat sort of
Ah.
body, and they're fully hollow. This guitar is not that. Those guitars cost more than they should, but they cost a lot. Um, and there are lots of people who make very good copies of them nowadays.
Mhm.
This is a shit copy of it. You know, this is like the most, crude. This is a very crude. This is not an archtop guitar by any stretch. This is a solid mahogany chunk of mahogany that's been hollowed,
Mhm.
um, that's been routed hollow.
Mhm.
The neck looks like it's been made of several pieces, but if you could, I mean, you can see that
Maybe
there's
like
that
Bubinga possibly in the strap there. Yep. Nice.
maybe in the stripe.
Yep. Cool.
So I did buy this on Reverb, so I can read the actual specs to you
Go ahead.
to the best. So I will do that. Um, but
Looks
this
like there's
and
a
this
version of a Bigsby for a trem too. That's very cool. Is
it
it or is
is.
it a hardtail or a
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is like your typical archtop tailpiece, which is
interesting?
this. I'm pretty sure is what do you call it? And I think the fretboard is also the black wood. What is it called again?
Ebony?
Ebony.
Yeah.
So the tailpiece, I'm pretty sure, is actually ebony, and I think the fretboard is also ebony. This is,
Cool.
I think, just a laminate piece of flame maple.
Mhm.
It has a very, very subtle sort of flame to it. It's
Oh yeah,
just,
you can see
you
yeah,
can
the light
barely
is
see
right
it.
there. There we
You can
go.
barely see it. This is a three. There's the inlay is like a three
Oh yeah.
Like it's MIDI,
Nice.
yeah, and
Yep.
it's just like a. This is basically an approximation of
Mhm.
the original guitar,
Yep.
and it's by this guy R.M. Olson. I think his name is Robert Olson.
Mhm.
So the original guitar would be, an archtop, a very, handmade archtop guitar. It would probably be reasonable to charge at least $5,000, maybe 10 grand for them. They do go for a lot more than that because of the cachet of
Yeah.
Trey Anastasio and the fact that they're very hard to come by. I've seen them listed for 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000
My
for a
gosh.
real one.
Yeah.
But people make beautiful copies of them. And I actually, so for me, this guitar, like this shape with the F holes, with a natural maple top with the dark back and sides, to me, this is one of the most beautiful, sexy guitars.
Hmm.
Like, this is one of the most beautiful, sexy looks of a guitar
Yep.
for me personally.
Supernatural, man.
Um, I this guitar is meant to be like a jazz box.
Hmm.
It's supposed to sort of be like a crossover between jazz and rock. This specific guitar is basically just a Les Paul. It's just a hollow Les Paul because it's
Nice.
this is a flame veneer and a
Yep.
mahogany body.
Yep.
The only difference is it has a long scale, so it's more of a
Mhm.
strat scale. But I'll read it to you. This is a 2014 USA made R.M. Olson Allendock. So he calls it Allendock because the original guitar is a Languedoc, and his name is Olson, so he calls him the Allendock.
Nice.
Um, I'm going to read the description. I can't believe I love that it still exists.
Hmm.
It says, "Ready to play like Trey? You betcha."
And all you have to do is send in your second
Just
Trey.
send in
That's
five
all
box tops and a $10 postal money order.
Wouldn't that be great? Think of all the years of practice that would be saved.
Exactly. A great sounding full hollow Allen dock that you can own today. It's a lightly used blonde flamed maple 2013 RM Olson Allen dock. This is one of the first ones that he made, he says. Set up and ready to play. I'll tell you more about that. Killer sound, lots of tone combinations. This split coil.
Hmm.
So I think you can get.
Oh, quadruples there, nice.
So actually, I will turn this on.
Is it a three-way selector then with two coil splits?
Yeah. So each pickup has a split. So this is. That's
Yes.
that's the humbucker. Um, that's the humbucker. Now this is two single coils in line.
Hmm? Oh, I love that.
That's
Love that.
that's like it's like two single coils, but they're like at a phase to pop. I don't even know. I'm talking out of turn because I have no fucking idea how this coil tapping works. But there's one setting that's like true single coil, and there's
Mhm.
one setting that's like kind of like a faux single coil to buck a little bit more hum.
Mhm.
Because you can, if I don't know if this comes through, but there's a little more hum in this section. In this, this is humbucker. This is like the middle one.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And here's the actual. Here's the actual single coil. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had them wrong. So this is the actual single coil. This is like the middle one. That's the humbucker. To
So is the
me,
middle setting maybe like the interior coils out of phase with each other or something, or
something like that. Yeah. So
that's
it's like
hot. Yeah,
yeah.
it
So
gives
it's like
this nice sort of like thinned out sound. Yeah.
I find it useful actually if you're playing like rhythm lead,
Mhm.
and it's actually helpful because the way this little mini split works
Mhm.
is all the way here is humbucker and all the way back is like it still bucks hum but it takes a little bit of the edge off.
Mhm.
So you could so there's a little bit of hum but it's also a little bit more like a single coil so you can play rhythm here and do all your stuff, but when you want to bump or a boost when you're playing a solo,
Yeah, yeah.
these little mini ones are not functional. It's really hard to get it in the heat of the moment to get the right setting. But if you're just
Mhm.
going back to front, it makes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
a little more simple.
That's terrific.
So that's the one. That's one thing I like it for. Um, I feel like I'm just getting this all on tape because I'm getting like this the posterity of the like the
That's
provenance
awesome, man.
of this guitar. So
Dude,
so
man.
to give you an idea, this guitar was $599 in 2014
Huh.
with $45 in shipping, and I actually think he gave me a discount from that
That's wacky.
because this was his the guitar that he had in his shop. It was like a demo.
Mhm.
And the truth is that there were actually a lot of issues with it. So
Mhm.
the $500-600 I paid for it, I ended up having to put at least another 500-600, maybe like another $750 into it to get a lot of stuff fixed. I had it refretted twice.
Hmm.
I had to have a post. So this is actually fully hollow, but there's
Mhm.
no I think it must be braced, but it was starting to dip in. Like
Oh
the
no.
Yeah, so
Oh
my
shoot.
a friend of mine put a post in to keep it,
I guess you're right.
solid. And the pickups were Entwistle Dark Star pickups,
I don't know
and
those.
it was part of the original, like sale pitch that the Entwistle Dark Star pickups were included. Turns out Entwistle Dark Star pickups are like $15, and they're not anything
Huh.
special at all. So I ended up replacing them with Schaller Golden 50s, which are
Nice.
basically like they're like PAFs.
Mhm.
And I remember I was playing this guitar one day, and I just had my amp cranked up, and I was playing, and I was just playing um, stuff, and after a while I just started playing power chords like rock, just started playing
Mhm.
rock on it, and I was like, why does this guitar sound so good just playing just like very very standard rock like power chords? And then I
Yeah.
realized it's just a hollow Les Paul with PAFs.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really mean this, like this guitar is just a hollow Les Paul with PAFs. That's all. That's what this is now.
But also, it's the variety you get from that too. Like, it sounds fantastic with any kind of style that you're doing. Even like a jazzier thing, particularly on like a neck pickup thing there.
Yeah.
Um, whether with the phase cancellation or not, you've got a lot of options there. It seems like a fantastic thing. I love it. What are the inlays that like pearl like mini blocks basically?
They're I think they're faux mother of
They're
pearl,
very cool
basically.
looking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're faux.
I tend to like I tend to like inlays that are well, the ones on Les Pauls that tend to be like giant blocks and stuff like that. I really kind of like
Yeah.
the uh, the
Well,
lines
it
that
makes
way.
it seem a little more classy.
Yeah. But hold on a second. Yeah.
Hello again.
You come back.
Okay, bye.
Hi.
Okay. Thanks, Ashley. Thanks, Ash.
Maddie's here, so bye.
Good job.
Is that Ashley? You said
That is Ashley. Yeah.
she's awesome. Um, let me read you just the rest of it.
Shoot.
Oh yeah, because this is what I thought was hilarious. He writes, read the reverb ratings about the Allendach. People are making this their main axe, even replacing Les Pauls and PRS. Well,
Nice.
that's of course they are, because that's what it is. But it's 24 frets, 25 and a half scale length, 14
Mhm.
inch ebony fretboard radius. Um,
How would I thought even the weight you've probably shaved off several pounds from a Les Paul on
it's
that.
that's the one thing that's great about this guitar. The one thing
Yeah.
that's great is it's light. One thing that's not good is that it has neck dive. I just replaced these tuning heads with just, I don't know, like whatever these are, Goto or Shala or
Mhm.
something. Um, just like, I can't read it. Grover. These are just like your typical Grover, whatever, like $60 ones from wherever.
Mhm.
Um, because I had some locking ones on here from Planet Waves, which
Mhm.
made it really easy to string up because you just push the string and then you turn this knob and it clips it for you, and then
Yeah.
those were very handy. But they weighed a ton, and I could never even hold the guitar. It would just go. It would just dive every single time.
Yeah, it's
So that
frustrating.
drove me a little nuts. Um,
Well, man,
but
headless is your next move, man.
headless is yeah. So it says it's for uh, two mini toggles for coiling, serial, and parallel. I don't know what
Mhm.
that. So I don't know what that means, but I think the one that's parallel must be the one. Well, I don't know. Anyway, this is going to be. Originally it was a switchcraft harness. Um, Bourne's pots. This is a solid maple cap, and that's it.
Taking the headstock from close up there
Yeah,
too. It's almost
yeah.
got a there's a I'm
It's
getting like
got
a
yeah.
sort of dinosaur vibe going on there.
Actually, yeah. Which dinosaur do you think it is?
I'm getting on. I'm getting
I think it's a triceratops.
something like that. There
This
we
is
go.
like a beak, a dinosaur beak. I'm not sure if I like that
I,
interpretation.
I'm sorry. So I have an ovation acoustic that has the like instead of the big the hole in the center, it's got the like the little holes on the side. I always thought it was really cool. It's in like the shape. It's got like a leaf ornament thing around it. My brother saw it within a second and said like it's a fish.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a fish. And then he pointed out, well, if you curve it this way, see this is the fish's eye and the fish mouth. And it's just like crap. Now every
Now
time
you'll
I see
never.
it,
Yeah,
it's the fishy guitar now. It's just like
yeah.
I still love it, but it's the
Yeah.
fishy guitar. So
I the for me. Oh, so you have an ovation. I think you did show me your ovation one time. But for me, ovation is such a specific thing,
mhm.
and they're
Yep.
so specific. The sound, the look,
Yep.
everything. It's like I can't not think of that time too when ovation was so popular. But
Yep.
one day I'll get myself an ovation.
I think my
Only yeah. I was gonna say the only problem with ovations is they slide like this.
yes, the rounded back is
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Particularly if like me you have a rounded front. It doesn't it
yeah,
it does make it a little harder. But yeah, they do have a like a super unique construction that means to like a very like ovation sound, like if that's what you're looking for.
they
Uh,
definitely
but
do.
I had the same type of like connect. I think when we were in high school together, a couple of my friends who were in the guitar ensemble class with us like had ovations, and they would so like that was like my first sort of my first memory was just like, oh yeah, my friend has one of those. So that sort of just stuck in my head. I think it's wound up having like a positive association with it. So I
Yeah,
have like a deep body like Ibanez acoustic that has like I think it's like a flame maple back, so it's a little brighter. I have a
yeah.
classical that's all I think it's all cedar, so it's like really deep sounding. And
Whoa.
Ovation is that unique sort of uh, sort of thinner, more like almost like electronic type sound. It's so hard for me to describe,
Yeah,
uh, but it does that thing that like if you like that thing, like that's the way to get it. So
yeah, yeah. They are very unique. The sound of an ovation is there's no other guitar that sounds that way.
yeah, and I know people. I've heard people rip on them because they sound different from like guitars with a back made of wood.
Yeah,
Um, they do sound different. Like
yeah.
that's and that different can be good.
Yeah, the only acoustic I used to have an Ibanez acoustic, and I loved it. And then I fell on it and crushed it.
Oh
But it
no.
was I had it for many years. I had it for probably 20 years.
Oh my
Um,
God.
and it was a gift. Uh, and it was my workhorse acoustic for many years. And then for my 40th birthday, my family got me a nice Martin, a GPC PA4, which is the Performing Artist Series one, a little bit
Nice.
thinner than a and than a Dreadnought, and it has the cutaway, which I like.
Mhm.
So very, it's like it's probably I would just describe it as like a really great workhorse acoustic.
Yep.
It does a lot of different. It doesn't do any one thing better than the guitar that's made for that, but it
Mhm.
does a lot of stuff decent. So you
Yeah.
can take it to a coffee shop gig, or if you're just strumming and humming, or if you like are playing a guitar solo on an acoustic, or if you want to do some finger picking,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it just kind of like covers all the bases. It's very versatile.
Yeah,
So
at least until you slip and fall in it and crush it.
I do
That's
well now. I keep that one is way more expensive, so I keep it in the actual hard case.
nice.
I don't. One of my things is I don't pay a lot for guitars.
Mhm.
So that guitar at $1,400 is one of my most expensive guitars. My most expensive guitar is probably irreplaceable.
Mhm.
But besides that one, all my guitars were like less than $1,000.
Nice.
I think yeah.
Hmm.
And actually, the guitar I play the most is a Squire Telly, and it
Nice.
was like $300.
That's
And I
amazing.
play that one all the time.
That's excellent.
I played
There's
this
a
one a lot too.
yeah, I've seen you. But there's a you have like a turquoise colored one, I think. That I think I've seen you play a lot.
Yeah,
And
that
yeah,
was my high school guitar.
that was the one you had the story about,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
that's a G&L Legacy from 92, 93.
Hmm.
One day on this show, now that we're back in doing this, I actually went on eBay and I bought the dealer G&L um, catalog from
Hmm.
1993 and found because they didn't do that. It's like a sea foam emerald. Is I think it's actually just sparkle emerald or some emerald sparkle. Maybe I don't remember, but it's in the catalog. They didn't make that many years. So
Hmm.
92, 93, that around that time was
Oh,
when they were
nice.
making that, and they don't make that color, or they didn't. They haven't made a lot of that color since then. So um, I did buy that catalog, and I'm going to digitize it. And then one day we'll do a show
Hmm.
where I can share my screen,
That's
and we can
awesome.
flip through the catalog. I thought that would be
Yeah,
kind of a
yeah.
fun thing to do.
Oh my God, I wish I still had my old so Kiesel that was originally named Kiesel in the 40s and then they changed to Carvin.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
we changed back to Kiesel in the 2010s somewhere, I
Hmm.
think. Yeah, but I used to get the Carvin catalog like since like the 90s through like the early 2000s or so.
Dude, me too.
And
Those
then
Carvin
they were
catalogs were like
amazing.
gold
Like,
every time they came
yep,
in the
every
mail.
time. I'd wind up saying, I want one of those. I want one of those. Oh, Tony McAlpine's in that one. I want that one.
Yeah.
It's just like there's an Alan Holdsworth model. And like, oh,
Yeah.
now he's a headless version. All right. Yeah.
That's
It
right.
was,
There was an Alan Holdsworth Carvin, right? But there was never an
yeah,
Alan Holdsworth Kiesel because I don't think he
not
was
yet.
alive when they switched back, or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, or if he was, it was like right. I'm
Yeah.
not sure whatever. But yeah, he had a couple of carbon models. There was like uh, the first ones had a headstock. There was like a regular, I think it was called an H2, and then like the HF was a Fat Boy, that was called.
Oh.
So just like a little wider body.
Mm,
And then later got a headless version
mm.
with a thinner body. They were
I've
all
seen
great.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they all had his Holdsworth pickups in them, which are just amazing, as
Yeah.
you'd expect from, from Holdsworth. So
Yeah.
it's really cool.
I think I want to get. I want to get a. I want to my G&L has humbuckers in it just for the hum, but I want to get some really nice humbucking single coils that are really nice single coils. I'm sort of looking for.
Oh, nice.
I'm really
Yeah.
looking for some legit single coils that don't hum because I love the single coil sound, but I hate hum.
Mhm.
And I don't know what it is about Brooklyn, but everything hums here. Like I don't find there's not a building that isn't where with clean electricity around here. So no matter what I do, it's like constant hum. If I have single coils,
You have
which
to
is not.
either
I mean, what's that?
so you've either got to get like a good hum canceling, like stacked single coil or something like that, or have a hell of an like EQ setting to try and like
I
pull it
don't
out.
know. Yeah, I
It's
don't even
wacky.
think EQ will do it because I did. I told you I'm doing the recording, and I had to do a scratch track for my producer, and the guitar is distorted because if you think Foxy Lady, I mean, it's like that's how the guitar. It's a
Hmm.
distorted guitar, and the hum was just unbelievable. And
Huh.
I'm pretty sure I was using this guitar, humbuckers, and still it was just, like,
Huh.
So I don't know.
It's
No, that
amazing.
wasn't a very
Huh.
sophisticated rig. I was like through my Mustang Micro,
Hmm.
straight in USB, straight in. So I wasn't going for fidelity or anything. But all right,
Something angry going on in the background there.
what's that?
All right. I said there's you had some angry hum going on in the background, either from a pickup or a small creature or something.
For like a demon, the ghost in the machine.
Oh, I think I'm losing you there.
Are you losing me? All right. Well, guess
Nice.
what? Hey,
Okay.
so we've been on for like an hour, so I think we should probably quit. Um, and we're
Oh shit.
losing.
Oh, we certainly are.
Yeah, so we've
Yeah,
been
I'm
on for an
getting I'm
hour.
getting a little unstable bar thing here.
Yeah,
Nice.
so am I. So am I. So I think this is our like the universe is telling us the show is over. The universe is like, hey, your show is over. Okay.
Done. Go.
I'm gonna go
Taking the
probably.
sign.
Yeah, I'm gonna order some dinner and watch a movie. And I
Cool,
don't know what
cool.
you're gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm, I'm probably I'm probably gonna hang out on this for a little while. Now that I have this in my, I haven't played this one in a little while, so I'm probably gonna hang out on this for a bit.
Nice,
Good.
nice.
It was great to see you again, man.
Same, same. Let's do this again soon.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Bust out some new guitars, and I'm gonna have to start buying guitars. The more shows we do, I'm gonna have to buy a new guitar for each show. So I am in the market for an arch top. So all right,
Nice.
Sean. Later, dude.
Those will be good times. Love those. All right.
Yeah, man.